Alright, people of the world. I am definitely alive for sure. This is GTARaj, and, well, I welcome you back to the channel once again, where I will be jumping into, as you can quite clearly see behind me, the Crew Motorfest. Now, here's the thing. Actually, I'm not going to do that tonight. I may not. I might just run bone stock lighting here for a little bit. Yep, I am playing the Crew Motorfest tonight. It's going to be a whole bundle of fun. And you know why it's going to be a whole bundle of fun? Because it's the Crew Motorfest. It is not Forza Horizon. Because, oh my god, Forza Horizon 5 is still pretty terrible. Because here's the thing, Forza Horizon 5 has run its course for me. I jumped on early and I felt nothing. Like, for real though. I felt nothing. Is that chocolate on my phone? God damn it. Damn. Yeah, I was at a wedding over the weekend. So I've been a little bit on the busy side. Well, I still live on the busy side. Not really. But here we go. Time to continue our little old crew adventure. Alright. Oh, we go to rewards? What the hell is this? What is this? What is this? Wait, a Hoonigan Porsche? Woo! Mama knows. I kind of want that. Na 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 na. Yeah, I'm not buying that. So, this game is very odd at the best of times for stuff. I might not be the biggest fan of how it does things, but like, you see I've got 2 rewards available. Where? Oh. 5 legend points and a sticker gun. What is that for? I don't know. But no, we have 9/11 legacy. Oh wait a minute, challenges, I think. No. I don't know where the hell I'm going with this. So my mainstay is legacy year 1. Main stage comes back with a vengeance. Revive unique mode. What the fuck? See, this is all these titles are all very confusing. Red. Yeah, I know. Close tracks we could do this. Yeah, let's try this. Drive a curated Porsche 911 roster across generations and terrains. Experience the legacy of this iconic model and make sure all the cars make it to the finish line without a scratch. Okay. So all we're doing at this point is driving cars. So yeah, that's the thing. You can also see my stats on screen. It's all good. So yeah, I haven't done too much in the way of this game since the last time we played it. It's honestly been quite a trip, in all honesty. What I also want to do is just to randomly overclock my graphics card. What did we just type? We didn't type anything. So clickety click, lickety split, click, done. So that should allow us to hold a more consistent 60 FPS with what we're doing here. So yeah, a little bit of a boost to my graphics card. I'm not able to say too much right now. Oh my god, it looks so dark. Okay, we're putting it light on, putting it light on, putting it light on. I charged it for a gosh diddly dang reason. Bloop. There we are. I'm gonna need to keep an eye on the power draw of my graphics card and my CPU. I really do appreciate the arcadey feel of this.
It's a Porsche. Okay, you probably guessed that it's the 911. Let's find out what makes
Where are those little dots all over the map?
Head to the container in Pearl Harbor, and let's get behind the wheel of a legend.
Wait, what is this? Rule the streets for about donut media. Wait, what? Collect that? Ooh. Wait, we could try that after doing a couple of events. Yeah, we'll try this 9/11 stuff, and then what we'll do is we'll go around collecting those things. Because that seems kind of important. I don't know how important yet, but we'll give it a try. But no, this game is honestly quite astonishingly nice to play. Compared to the competition, to be honest. Oh my god. But no, if you didn't tune into yesterday's stream, which was something the Bellland set up, we decided on it on Thursday, which was pretty fun. I think what did I say? We're doing a Bellland stream next Thursday or this Thursday? Yeah, this Thursday. Yeah. But the thing is, right? I'm gonna try and get one done for next Thursday as well for the Belllands. Because I might be going down to visit him. It should be a nice change of pace for me, to be honest. Good lord, do we ever have to drive so far for this? I also don't like how low our car is. I always drive through this way.
Here we go.
Oh my god! Look at Porsche. And I already know because of speed that it was kind of designed after a Beetle. I already know this. I already know this story. Because James Pumphrey that used to be working at Donut Media, he has a channel called Speed with 3 E's. He covered the 911 and he covered Porsche as a whole. And you got to find out how all this came to be. So yep.
We had no choice but to reveal it to you.
Why, thank you, Kara. Oh, this is the first event is available, and where the fuck are we? Five follow-ups available. Fast travel to container unlocked. So let's do that. We'll get into the 911 stuff. So we have to purposefully drive 2.5 miles. You won't see music artist names pop up, but we're not actually listening to them.
Porsche agreed to send us some of their most interesting models for you to try out. Shipping from Stuttgart, Germany to Hawaii took a little bit longer than they thought, so they've actually just arrived.
That is actually a nice excuse to not have them in the game, like, for this length of time. Like, the whole fact of, the whole dealio of, can I change my right height? What the hell? Wait, what? Why can't I change my right height? But we are 400 brake horsepower. Okay, I want softer springs at the front and this here, this here, this here. Yeah, for whatever reason, it just will not let me do what I need to do here. Ha. So 2 clicks to 172, that's more than enough. Hey, welcome in. I get to drive my favorite car, and I can't even get myself into position correctly. My light is falling backwards. Disgusting. Oh my goodness. Right, DeLorean. The crew Motorfest. My chair's not locked. It is now. Okay. Let's do some driving. And a very bouncy DeLorean. I don't know how that's happened. I don't care about the treasure. All I care about is me driving.
The Porsche branded
But he's power and performance. We're driving a Porsche, as you'll see. Hello, you. Each time you say that, you remind me of Guru Larry. Hello, you. I'm Guru Larry, and I welcome you back to Fact Hunt. I also miss Shifty. Nice, nice. Always love to see that.
Clean driving gives you a bonus.
No! Oh my god! Oh.
So even during a race, drive clean, take care of your car, and beat your opponents with finesse.
I mean, you could drive clean, but if they're fucking you over on purpose, then you fuck them up. Fuck them up, bitch. Wee! I'll go this way. Oh my god, how's everyone doing? Well, I just went the wrong way, didn't I? See, I know how to drive. I'm a very good driver, if I do say so. Yeah, let's not do that. No! I don't want to do that! I don't want to fucking drive a speedboat on land. Ooh. Yeah, the little point here is a little too, bonk. You're aware? I wonder what Larry's been up to. I don't think he's not posted in nearly a year. Oh, Guru Larry, and I'll welcome you to Fact Hunt. Larry Bundy Jr. 11 months ago. Yep, it's been almost a year since he's posted. I don't know if he's in therapy or if he's not got video ideas. I don't know. But, wow, we're driving that. It's a knockoff Volkswagen Beetle. That's what that is. Skip. We don't need to see that. Dude. Wow, reached top 3, huh? Wait, I'm losing points? So they're gonna try and encourage me to drive better. Bonk. There we go, we should be all good now. Hey, hey! Don't you dare go pulling ahead of me! You're costing me money, dipstick! Luckily I know how to drift corners.
Nice driving. Keep
Bonk.
at it.
Nice driving, keep at it. Hey you! What do you mean? Oh, I'm getting deducted points for crushing at bumpers? Oh, gear shift. I'm doing good, thank you very much. Get out of my way, punk. You're out of line.
You're a natural driver.
Oh, I'm a natural driver. I wish that was me IRL. I wish I was a natural IRL driver. Hey! Doesn't help I couldn't hear my engine. He's having to use boost to try and get away from me. No, sir, you can't pass me. I won't allow it. I'm going to retry this. Simply down to the fact that I was marked. Yeah, look at that fella. He just sped right past and then fucking stopped. I don't appreciate that. This is just the arrival. It is also taking 16 milliseconds to render a frame at 1080p. I am not okay with that. I'm very much not okay with that. Not at all. That should be like 7 milliseconds. At most, that's 2 points. Also, options. My audio is a little off. Why is my audio fucked up? I set it so that my God. They break something with the audio on the cars because this car should be sounding a lot louder than it actually was. Oh! GPU lost, impossible to continue. My overclock's a little too strong. That really sucks. It sucks so goddamn much. For fucking real. I just have to wait for the game to reboot and we'll be Gucci. Come on, game! You're on an M.2 SSD! Why are you taking forever to load things? More to the point! You're already on an M.2 SSD. You shouldn't even be taking long to load. You should just load. I hope you're all enjoying this kind of content as much as I enjoy streaming. It always sucks when problems like this happen. God. The hell? Start your engines! It's not even a settings issue either. This game is very simplistic in how it looks. Like, it looks great, but it's also not a visual step above Forza Horizon 5. I don't get why it has to be so fussy. Let me fiddle with some graphics settings just to be on the safe side. I mean, quality. Let's put that down to high. Even then, even if I ramp this all the way up, that's 4.53 gigabytes out of 8 gigabytes of my graphics memory. I'm keeping that ultra volumetric. Why the fuck is depth of field on? That should be off. Screen space reflections is very nice. We'll keep that on. Okay, there should be a bit of a change. There should be a consistent. Let's go back to this. Let's see what we get FPS wise out of this. It should be fine. We also need to take into account it's also an online game as well.
Playlist unfinished, driver. Porsche agreed to send us some of their most interesting models for you to try out. Shipping from Stuttgart, Germany to Hawaii took a little bit longer than they thought, so they've actually just arrived.
Yeah, some of those changes are necessary. This is definitely not the prettiest this game can look, for sure. But I still have all the pretty stuff turned on. I'm just thinking this game is struggling with being optimized. Because even on my rig, we're at what, 40 odd %. Nice. We're at 45% CPU utilization.
The Porsche brand embodies power and performance, but it's also about elegance and style. So when you get
And we're constantly hitting like 90, 91, 92% utilization on the graphics card. So we have unstable frames. And our frame draw is 16 milliseconds. Oh my god, look how dandy this DeLorean is. That is just insane. It's clear he's way faster than us, but I don't even care at this point. I keep going the wrong way! Wow.
clean driving gets
You know what I'm gonna
bonus
do? I'm
and
gonna
extra
actually
points.
change go some pro settings here. That should help.
The cleaner you drive, the bigger your bonus will be. So even during a race, drive clean, take care of your car, and beat your opponents with finesse.
Oh my god! shit, I crashed my goddamn car. Alright, let's do it. Why are you sad? Yeah, I'm gonna try and be in the top 3.
Amazing driving skills. Just be careful. I wish I could drive this good.
4 points! Go suck a dick! Just so chat knows, all cars in this game have nitrous by default. I have turned off nitrous for myself for the increased difficulty. I'm gonna retry this. Goose for years to go looking at the video, still was red and some of the two. One of on the right. Well, you may want to double check the phone. It's either a phone issue or it's the person who held it is the issue. But it doesn't matter if the others took. If the ones that didn't take, those are the ones that the user probably didn't use the phone correctly to take them. They probably thought they had done something, but in fact they never. That's just how it is.
I could drive this good. Don't worry, it's on them. Amazing driving skills.
There we are. And across the line. But I'm not sure if she pressed the button because I was there and not talking to her about stuff, so we went back down. I'm pretty sure she never done it right. That's insane. We got 21K for that. So that entire playlist will give us a car. Basically. So yeah. Oh my god. Half an hour?
In the 1960s and 70s, private racers adapted their Porsche 911 to compete in rally races all over Europe, a testament to the versatility of their design.
The fuck are those buses doing?
Porsche, not to be outdone, officially entered some of their own tweaked 911s to the rally circuit.
What this game doesn't tell you is that Ferdinand Porsche's dad is either his dad or granddad used to work at Volkswagen, and he's the guy that designed the Beetle.
Porsche originally sold their 959s at around $225,000. Nowadays, some sell for almost $6 million. Take good care of it.
Yeah, Ferdinand Porsche's dad designed the Volkswagen Beetle. And then he's like, hey, I want to make my own car. And then he ended up making one of the original Porsche models. And essentially what happened is it looked like a flattened Beetle. But that's not something this game's gonna tell you. Because it's gonna fucking absolutely dickwank Porsche. Why is the map not done with me?
We'll get it this time.
I need to get back on track. This is insane. Fucking Emmerdale, really? Emmerdale is terrible. Soap opera about a fucking farmyard village? Well, this is why it's taking me off-road. Oh my god, they get to drive the doohickey mabob. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, fucking Emmerdale's on. Jesus. Yeah, essentially. I mean, what's me reach top 3? Do I still have the penalty on for this? Oh yeah, dirt bikes? Yeah, this is insane. I'm surprised Force has not done anything like this. Like, they've had you drive against AI bikers, But that was like a one-time thing. It wasn't very well. It wasn't very well done.
This car deserves love.
How in the fuck did they just crash?
You're a natural driver.
Thank you for noticing, game. We'll lose all your speed doing that, though. I've got a feeling this car could use a little bit more torque. Woo-wee! This wasn't terrible. I quite like this. That's one hell of a good race, although my windshield did get smashed. That's just yeah, the dude in second, or the chick in second place was like 0.2 or 0.38 of a second. Oh, I've got more experience. Ah!
Muscle cars are synonymous with raw power, and American-made motors are some of the most powerful out there. We wanted you to experience how Porsche measures up against some other iconic automotive powerhouses.
Oh my god. Yeah, like I said, this game's not going to tell you the backstory behind Porsche. It's going to go into some detail about some of the vehicles, but that's all you'll get. It's not going to tell you the whole thing of the idea of Porsche being very much Volkswagen Jet. Whoa, where the fuck did you come from?
One of the most famous sports cars in the world. Get ready to face off against some muscle car monsters. You're going up against some tough muscle cars, but you're still driving a Porsche, so take care of it and avoid collisions as much as possible.
Thank you for the lag spike game. You know I'm enjoying something if I'm quite quiet doing it. Unless I'm on call with the bellends, that's when I kind of like have to jump off of them. And jump conversation wise. Give it to me! It's mine! Na 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 na. Corvette C6, Mustang, Nissan and Skyline. Wow, you're docking me, that's the point. That's not a Skyline, that's a fucking Corvette. They're always Chevrolets. Four seconds ahead is embarrassing. Plus the road's wide. Yeah, no, I was clearly screwed out of my thing here. So let me just sort that out. Oh, you slid out. Game, would you kindly stop that?
Please don't crash the car.
I'm being told not to crash this car on wet road! That really irks me! Because it's like, okay, your tires are probably warming up, but you're on wet road, so you have even less traction!
Amazing driving skills.
Yeah, this ultimately makes no bloody sense.
This car deserves love.
I agree that this car deserves love, but when these fucking retards are smashing into me, very difficult not to get mad. I was not told this would be on a wet road. I actually have a big disdain for this race right now. Like, this would be actually fine if the cars weren't as fast as they are. Not to mention, the road surface is dog shit. Doesn't help that I can't hear the engine correctly to know when to shift because of the goddamn cloud noise.
Come on!
The wet road is doing it. Why is it on wet road? That's disgusting. It's bullshit. It's stupid. You see my problem? This wet road is dog shit! Not to mention AI is janky as fuck. And just like that, I'm now in last place because of some bullshit.
Driving skills.
Shut the fuck up, you prick. Fuck off, you dog shit piece of trash! Ah! And it's unfair to the player for them to have to give up against this dog shit. I refuse! Honestly, the way they have this game set up, it's making me want to play the game in a less fair manner, because they themselves are so fucking brain dead and retarded when designing this game. Look at that! I have nitrous turned off. Nitrous should be turned off universally! Nitrous is hardly even a problem either. Nitrous isn't even an issue either. I am not only able to maintain my burst, or I'm not only able to maintain myself, but I don't need to burst. No! Fucking dog shit. The wet track caused me to spin out a little bit and lose control. Whoever thought of this kind of circuit is fucking dog shit. They're retarded. They don't have fucking brain cells if they think this wet track is reasonable. Oh boy, how this is beginning. I am going to use every kind of trick under the book. I'm fucking throwing these points out the window. I don't care anymore. In my fucking biggest brain moment, I'm just going to throw these points out the window and absolutely win this. Because I'm not putting up with this bullshit shenanigans that this game throws at me. They're trying to promote clean driving, and yet their AI is dog shit, and their track is wet as fuck. It's wetter than a porn star's fucking coochie. Holy shit! Why? Why? This is so dog shit, so fucking retarded, brain dead, and fucked up. God! A wet track like this is unacceptable under these conditions. If you're trying to promote actual good driving, you need to make something to promote that. A wet track is not going to do that because it makes driving all the more worse. Look at that! They put their brakes on and they didn't fucking slide out. I put my brakes on gently and I slide out. It's not exactly hydroplaning where you don't put your brakes on, but jeez. Fucking dog shit bullfuck. And now I'm in last place.
There goes my bonus.
Fuck your bonus, you piece of shit! I don't care. I just want to finish the race. God, I'm not spending all night on this fucking dog shit. Yes, I like playing the game, but there's so many fucking aspects like this that make it not good to play in the first place. It's one of the reasons I hate Forza so much. God. Why can people never get racing games right? Like, granted, they are adding an offline mode to this, but what does that mean? That means nothing at this point. Make sure your game is fucking playable! Make sure your cars are balanced! We weren't even going up any MPH on a fucking flat road. Why did you... I didn't even touch the fucking analog stick, and it careened the other way. And it was on a slide, so it shouldn't have tried to correct itself like that. Fuck your clean driving! If you cannot make an appropriate track, fuck it!
This car deserves love.
Go fucking suck a dick, you retard! I will drive however I want. I don't fucking care about your clean bonus.
This one's gonna pay.
You will not be getting me to change my driving style anytime soon in favor of your fucking petty retard bonus. So fucking stick that shit up your arse. Because I refuse. Fucking outdated mechanics! I'm only retrying this time because I crashed a little too much for my own liking. As a driving aficionado who knows what it takes to make a good racing game, versus a bunch of people that don't know fucking donkey shit about making a video game or a driving game to say the least. I'm also trying to question why I cannot appropriately hear my engine right now, because this is something very important that you kind of want to hear in the long run. So even in OBS, it wasn't even that prominently loud. Just gonna retry because I was testing. But no, the developers of this are fucking retarded. The same with the developers of Forza Horizon 5. They cannot make a good game to save their life. Yes, they have elements of a good game, but that in its own right doesn't make the game itself good. It makes it interesting, but it doesn't make it good. If you're gonna have dog shit like this in it, where a feature is so broken,
Just be careful.
that is quite the gear shift. The hell? All that effort and I'm back in last. It doesn't matter what I do here, because the end result is always going to be that dog shit always wins. You cannot customize these vehicles. I see people popping in and out all the time, and I'm like, hey, come on, stay. Stay! Now if you stay, it's going to be a wild ride. Because I'm about to go on one fucking big ass tangent right now. Because holy shit!
You're a natural driver.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to actually turn that thing's volume off. Because it is annoying. It is useless. My vehicle engine is at max. Overall, it's going to be up. Voices off. Car. Oh, that's not the control speaker. Oh. Adjust the volume of all voices. I've got that turned off. Off, off, off. Other vehicles. Up, up, up. Other vehicles are fine. Vehicles in general. Okay, let's go. What the fuck? My vehicle's muted! The vehicle that I'm currently driving is not classified as a player vehicle. Okay, okay, okay. You have got to be fucking shitting me right now. Ubisoft, how are you this fucking brain dead? How are you this so fucking bullshit brain dead? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We're doing a playlist. I am in a player vehicle. But it's not counted as a player vehicle. Why the fuck not? I have NOS turned off, but the others can use it. Why? Why are your decisions so brain dead? So fucking retarded? It's like you've had one of those fucking things that fuck with your brain. I forgot what it's called. JFK's sister had it. What is it called? Not craniatomy. Lobotomy! Did you have a fucking lobotomy? This is some absolute fucking dog war. How can you screw up audio? How are you this fucking brain dead? I'm not even in the game. I wasn't even showing the game. How are you this fucking brain dead? Your vehicle noises and engine all come under vehicle, even though vehicle engine is at max. If I were to turn this setting off, it mutes everything for my vehicle. However, adjust the master volume of the vehicles. That affects my vehicle too. So it doesn't matter what this is, or this is, or this is, or this is, or this is. If I turn that off, I cannot hear my vehicle or any vehicle. Why? Why? This setting, this setting here should not exist. Underneath it is player vehicle engine, player vehicle surface, player vehicle aero, player vehicle nitro, other vehicles. If I turn that off, it mutes all vehicle noises. That is retarded. Why have that setting and then all these other ones underneath it? Why? Why? Why not just delete that? Keep these plus other vehicles and just have that. How do you get an option so wrong? I don't get it. I don't get why they do what they do. This is the volume for vehicles, which adjust the master game volume, adjust the volume of the vehicles. So in theory, if you mute that, it would also mute this, because it's the master volume of the game. So you have a setting to control a master setting that controls a bunch of smaller settings. And instead of just allowing the player to individually customize each and every audio thing without the need of a master. You're fucking dog shit. This game... How can you have so much incompetence with one simple setting? That setting, that vehicle setting that I'm showing right now should not exist. That's a master volume. Master volumes should not exist. Your overall is kind of fine, but it should not affect this, but it will. This, in turn, should only affect other vehicles. This should be doing what this is. Adjust the volume of vehicles other than the player vehicle. So when you get right down to it, that one vehicle setting controls all of this. Why? Why not just remove the master option and just allow for these other things to tune and customize? There's no reason to have two options that do the same thing. One is just brain dead and shouldn't be there. And that is my little audio rant for this. Because that is such a fucking brain dead retarded thing. Adjust the master volume of the vehicles. Alright? It is stupid. Why? If I wanted the same effect that I'm trying to get, I would turn down other vehicles, Nitro, Aero, and Surface, and just send engine. It renders this pointless. And I've somehow marked my glasses again. God. As much as I like the driving mechanics in this game, the overall development of the game is dog shit. You have AI that cheats. You have settings that don't work. You have a setting that doesn't belong. So if you're trying to fine tune things, it's either fine tune and then you accidentally mess with the master volume, or nah. It is in my professional opinion, as someone who's worked with audio for the past 14 years, as a content creator, and as a music remixer, giving the user choice is paramount. The choice is there, but you also have a really bad option. It's the equivalent of changing the speed of a song when the option to change tempo and pitch is there. You give them choice or it's one for all. Giving them choice is key and should always be the correct way, but having a master volume control for vehicles in general is just not. No. That shouldn't be a thing. We have some leeway there. And it's in my professional opinion as well that we're not even going to get close. So we're going to retry. This game is... There's been very few races so far that have been this dog shit. The first one that comes to mind is the Made in Japan, where you have to race with the Mazda RX-7 and then it just keeps sliding when it's not meant to be. Thank you for the burst. Like I said before, I don't care about the points anymore. We were going so well there, and that got ruined by that fucking set of rocks. I'm not stopping, by the way. I'm not stopping until I've done this race. How does that always happen on that corner? I slide away from it, and I get pushed into it. I somehow always hit that corner. Look at that artificial speed. Six. This is so fucking trash! There's probably a lot more that I could do to keep up with them, but at this fucking point, it is dog shit! Look at them! Look at how easy it'll take these corners. All this effort to still be in fucking sixth! Like, yes, there's allegedly a patch that's meant to be coming out in November to fix a bunch of stuff and kind of like overhaul the game. I hope. Okay, real talk. Real talk. Real talk here. If Ubisoft wants to salvage this, they need to fix their fucking rubber banding issues. They need to actually give the computer an AI based on the difficulty without fucking it up. But it's Ubisoft, the king of fucking up. Right now, anyway. They're fucking up more than Xbox. They're fucking up more than all of the current gaming franchises out there, except for Nintendo. Nintendo's fucking up really bad right now. There needs to be some actual AI here. If you're going to have a racing game, the last thing you want to do is cheap out by rubber banding everything. Forza does it on all difficulty levels. It just seems that the crew's doing it on these higher difficulty levels. Their NOS is broken. They need to fix that. I'm hoping. Is there a list of changes that? Is there? Is there a confirmed set of changes for the crew Motorfest? Ugh. No, that's not what I want. The Crew Motorfest Year 2 Pass DLC, what we know so far, alongside a second year of free content, including playlists and the island of Maui. A second season paid pass will also be launched. At least for the shiny new roster additions that are heading to the Crew Motorfest, alongside cop chases. Nice. As part of paid for downloadable content, starting with the police, this will be part of the new playlist called the Chase Squad Experience. Initially analogous to a Need for Speed experience, you will be driving kitted out modified constabulary cars. That would be 7. Whatever challenges will be completed for your pass. 13 vehicles. I don't care about drift settings. Wait, what are people saying about the reviews? What are the reviews saying about this? Now relocating set to Hawaiian Island of Oahu, reviewing Motorfest performance of PlayStation 5, Series X, and Series S. It is clear the game still has some technical issues despite the monstrous patches. How do 3 consoles compare to PS5 and Series X hit a rock solid 60? I can't even hit a rock solid 60. I don't know how consoles are doing it. On paper, the idea of Crew Motorfest is a proven winner. It actually is. Okay, so this article on Eurogamer. Let me bring this over here. We've done this before. Wow. There we go. The Digital Foundry. Proven winner. Yes, that is very much correct. It takes the free-form gameplay loop pioneered by Forza Horizon to a brand new location. No, it is not pioneered by Forza Horizon. Boy howdy, this man forgot Test Drive Unlimited exists. That also took place in Hawaii. On paper, the idea, Forza Horizon, incorrect. And to PlayStation consoles, it's you, the open road, and a sprawling map filled with different events, just as the Crew 2. The map view in itself is impressively handled. Options button, and you get to play through running the entire island, yada. There's also a rolling time of day, weather station, online integration. We don't need to care about that. Locked in their own car person play as ghosts. Locked in their own instance race. There's never a dull moment in driving from A to B, plus it mixes in a generous use of objects, physics for brick walls, street lights, and anything in between. The only thing truly missing here is NPCs, who seem to have been banished from the city centre in order to let the cars wreak havoc. That's not quite the case. There is some traffic, and it is kind of annoying. Now for the not so good stuff. GT7, PSRR, 8K. I don't care. No, don't autoplay that. Never autoplay. Just what? Motorfest is something of a weak point. That's lighting, especially at night when driving through tunnels. Cars take on an almost otherworldly glow. There's a lack of indirect shading in most cases. Best way to play the game on premium machines. I don't care. The good news is that they don't lose much else to hit 60 FPS on PS5 or Series S. Grass draw distances. That's actually interesting. Yeah. The key performance saver. There's no mode toggle on the Series S. It's just a single 30 FPS. That's fine. What I want to know is what they think about it. Free driving across the island prompts more frequent and significant dips. That's for rendering in. That's fine. Regular drops to 50s. Yep. So the Series X doesn't follow suit in handling at 30 FPS, despite being ahead of terms of performance of 60. Yeah. So the worst news for last. The Series S only has this 30 FPS option and exhibits the same exact performance issues as the Series X's resolution mode. It's a real shame because there's a genuine quality in the crew's Motorfest design for anyone finished Forza Horizon 5. It's gonna give some mold. Yeah, I don't care. Chase Squad, your premium PvE experience for players join a titular squad for high speed pursuit. Overhaul, is there not an overhaul? I don't care about Ubisoft Plus. No one should be buying that. Reflections. The Crew Motorfest player upset over mirrors not working in cockpit. Whatever. That was no help to me whatsoever. All I did was compare performance. It's whatever. Performance is very much key to a thing like this. Let's keep going. We're in 6th position right now. So we need to work our asses off to do what we can for this. See, this is something I'm not willing to actually give up on because I hate being screwed out of something that I'm genuinely invested in. Because yes, I do actually enjoy playing this. Big time. But it becomes a monotonous mess when you have dog shit like this happening. So excuse me whilst I be quiet. Yeah, now they're struggling. Now they're trying to keep up. Why did that even happen? Why the fuck? Hey, how you doing, David? Why the fuck did this brain shit fuck happen? What the fuck? Where'd that Camaro come from? He's fucking weaving all over the road. Mr. Streamerman, boy howdy, I am very ticked off right now. This game doesn't like it when I downshift gears. I'll either spin out. Or try when I downshift, it actually puts me at the rev limit for that gear. This is the car that they gave me to get into the top 3. And so far, it's not exactly doing the job. I've got nitrous turned off, which is meant to turn it off for all players, but apparently that's not the case here. Why? Wait, what the hell? Like, wait, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? Yeah, because of that fucking race car, Corvette Z06 or whatever it is. More modern Corvette. I was slowed down. Pushed me to the side, I hit barriers, and then I got slowed down. 44 is my limit for gear 1. I wish they would let me tune this a little bit. And we are also rubber banded to hell and back because the guys up front. Checkpoint missed my ass. I've had wider checkpoints missed. I have genuinely had wider checkpoints missed in this game. And that's the one they choose to fucking screw up. Arrgh. Yeah, Carl, you send them the bill. I refuse to be careful in this. How the fuck? I should be in at least 5th position right now, but I'm being screwed over. And it's got nothing to do with the driving style either, because all the fucking AI cars in this are changing their driving style every time I restart. And they've slammed into me several times. You slow me down. This is why I keep saying that people should make, or publishers, devs, should make actual AI for these racing games. Because if you don't, you get bullshit like this. And even after all of that, they've got such a boost. They've still got such a boost advantage that they catch up anyway. You fucking spastic! You fucking brain-rotted spastic retard! This game. If I could disable this AI right now, I would. I would happily cheat the fuck out of this race. And if Ubisoft decided to ban me for it, I'd fucking sue them in retaliation. After all that effort, these fucking brainless retards still got past. I'll be happy to teach them a fucking lesson. See what I mean? I fucking downshift because I don't have enough power on a gear, and when I downshift, I hit the rev limiter. That is so fucking dog shit. And now I have to retry because I got that pissed off that I spun out on that corner without realizing what I was doing. The difficulty on this race is actually 4 out of 5 as well, which means these drivers should be driving a lot better than they are right now, just minus the NOS. And some janky fucking bullshit that's going on with them being extra fast for no reason. If that was a vehicle there, that would have been just fine. But I will find every shortcut I can in this race and I will take it to fucking win. Because I'm not letting these retard devs beat me down. You fucking retard! Ugh. These drivers aren't even aware. They've somehow got so much more torque than I do when they really shouldn't. After all that, one little bit of spinning out caused me to fucking fall behind this march. Whenever they think they're about to fall behind, they hit the nitrous. This is some dog shit. Look at this bullshit that's going on right here. That's not even the nitrous. He just dodged that like fucking Insano style. This just goes to show I am faster than them. This is intentional sabotage. You brain that fucking spastic! You did that on purpose! Why is it that they have so much good grip? Even that other Porsche that's on in the race as well. That has amazing grip. And yet I have none! This is fucking red bullshit. They want me to come in top 3? If you play normally, you're lucky if you even get in 6th. But you might be here for the live aneurysm of me doing this for like the 35th time. I have to take shortcuts to fucking stay in. And even then, the shortcuts are proving to be kind of borderline pointless. Because what they've done here is they've made the track wet and they've not given you very much grip and told you good luck. So the developers behind this playlist is fucking brain dead. So me having an aneurysm over this is very well warranted, if I'm honest. And I'd be nothing but honest tonight, especially down to calling the developers spastic retards. Which, in pretty much they are, because they've designed shit like this. Look how slow I'm going in Gear 5! Why is it not faster? I have to rely on downhill fucking motions to get me going faster with this car. Now keeping in mind, I do have nitrous turned off, which should be the universal function. It should turn it off for everybody. But even then, if you see the way these guys are driving, it would make no difference whatsoever. They're rubber banded. And even gear shifting's a bit iffy because the timings on this fucking gearbox is terrible. Because I could be running really slow in gear 4 and then downshift to get a bit extra oomph. But it turns out I hit the rev limiter for the gear below anyway. So downshifting is completely pointless. Well, not completely pointless, but downshifting to get more power or more acceleration is pointless. Yeah, look at this nonsense. They've pushed me out. I need to crash again and hope that I hit a vehicle. Because this is not okay. What kind of reputable developer thinks this is remotely okay outside of Turn 10? Or not Turn 10, Playground Games. And we all know that Playground Games is fucking brain dead. That is not okay. This was entirely pointless. This race is proven to be unfair! How the fuck did you get that much boost without nitrous? Even the nitrous in the game doesn't give you that kind of a boost. Turning it off for everyone is not a difficulty bump. Turning it off for everyone really isn't a difficulty bump, and it shouldn't be. Having nitrous on in its own right is a difficulty bump. Turning it off for all cars in a race is more beneficial to the player. Not to mention just the amount of boost these cars are putting out and the track conditions. I wholeheartedly do not agree that this should be a wet track. We're in Hawaii, for crying out loud. This should be a wet track should be the least of the problems here. Actually, there shouldn't even be a wet track for most of this. Because I'm pretty sure Hawaii doesn't get that much rain. If you're trying to be more cultural about it, doing what I'm doing achieves almost nothing. It puts you ahead for a brief period. But if you're able to knock something down and cause a bit of chaos, then more power to you. The way you're meant to do this race is so asinine. It is so asinine. Does Hawaii actually get a lot of rain in the real world? Because as far as I recall, Hawaii is fairly hot for an island. Let's see, how much rain does Hawaii get in a year? It's influenced by the trade winds, so it varies according to slope orientation. You can move from a forest to a distance a few kilometers or miles. The following might you see this given the situation. That's not telling me anything. Leeward side generally lower than 10mm fire per year. With a minimum from May to September and maximum May to December practice. So okay, so Hawaii, at least in Honolulu, doesn't get as much rain. So in the entire year, 300 whatever days, 365 days, you're getting like 46 days out of the year with rain, with a maximum of 60mm of rain over the course of 5 days. That's just in Honolulu. But your temperatures are largely going to be in the 24 to 26 range for the most part. So we're in Oahu, which is where this game takes place. Oh, okay. So in Honolulu, you don't get much rain. But in Oahu, you do get a fair amount. Okay. So this is actually keeping up with it. I still disagree with this track being as wet as it is. Main point though is the fact that you've handicapped yourself, and blocking cars will never benefit you. Main point, Oahu is the island, yeah. That's the island that we're on. So it does, according to what it says online, it does get a fair amount of rain. Fact is, I've handicapped myself. Well, I didn't want to... I've handicapped myself. The track doesn't help because it's ridiculously wet. But then you've got the amount of boost that the other racers have. Rubber banded. I mean, if I go back and reconfigure this and turn on nitrous, I guarantee it is not going to make that much of a difference for me. So if I have nitro on, nitro can be used to gain additional horsepower for a short amount of time. If I turn that back on and lose, well, 5% or whatever, it is not going to do much for me. The point is, they're not boosting the slipstreaming. Even when they all get knocked off the road, they come back insanely fast for what they're able to do. The whole point is, this is actually working unsurprisingly, but it doesn't mitigate the terrible behavior and the random boosts that these vehicles have been getting out of nowhere. That is the thing. You can knock one of them off, and then they'll be right back on track again, right up at your backside. I don't want to have a reliance on nitrous. Using nitrous generally doesn't make you a better driver. Checkpoint miss because this fucking idiot! Not the chat, I mean the guy that fucking crashed into me. I do wish the computer was a bit more realistic for what you get. Like, if you slam the brakes on in front of them, they should brake as well. They should be penalized for hitting you. Because you get penalized for it here as well. They don't. If you have a more realistic mechanic to the game, that would benefit it largely. Yeah, I hate to say it, but you kind of, because of the timings on the gears, you do actually need to use nitrous for it. Because a lot of the gears changes are a bit too slow and they're a bit naff. So whoever tuned these gears in the game is just stupid. They're too far away. Like, granted, we are catching up, but only because we've used nitrous. I lost traction because the ground's too wet. Not because you tried to block. Bad habit. I wish these drivers were a little bit more aware, so they don't ram into you and ram you off the road. Because you're there to race, not to kill your opponent. God damn it. I can hear one on my right. And that dangling here is actually annoying me, so let's get into focus mode. The downside here, I lost traction because of the wet road. Wet roads, depending on how much water is actually on the road, you can hydroplane from it. To each their own, maybe you enjoy the self-induced rage. That's a combination of my incompetence and some brain deadery on the game side. It's universally agreed that these guys shouldn't be driving the way they are at those speeds. Like, a lot of the time, they're just way too quick for what they have. Like, we can agree there that that is unacceptable. And he's sliding just like I am. Which goes to show this track condition is very unacceptable for what it is. But other times on the track, he's gonna have perfect grip and everything. Getting very difficult to keep an eye on my gears. Ah! Wait, what the fuck? Game, hey, what the? Oh my! Are you actual fucking serious right now? Oh no! Don't fucking do this. Oh, there we go. That is fucking dog war. It can't be my overclock, can it? Yeah, I'm not giving up. Nope. Don't fucking launch that. That's not what I clicked, and you know it. Confirm. Close. I'm trying to launch fucking the crew, but my button got jammed in between my USB-C cable. Come on, stop it. Thank you. Okay, there we go. No, one of the things that really is pissing me off in that race is the wet track. Most of the time, the computer has the massive advantage on it. Other times, like we saw with that Porsche, the yellow Porsche 911, it would lose traction and spin off. But for the most part, the big American muscle cars are not spinning out. And yet they're able to keep up with the power. They're able to slam it and push right forward, and then there you go. Well, I have actually shown a fair amount of incompetence out of sheer rage tonight. It does not take away from the fact that this game still has a fair amount of issues that need fixing. The AI for sure is one of them. Is this not launching yet? Come on now. I put the controller down, it fucking starts up. Okay. I will continue this in a second. I need to BRB. 1 second. Alright, we are back. There we go. Okay, so the game did unfortunately crash. Apparently the game thought my GPU had been removed. And I'm not gonna say I've been playing this game perfectly fine, because I definitely haven't. I've been playing it my way to try and get around some of the BS that's in this game. Without a shadow of a doubt, there have been numerous complaints already in the community about the rubber banding going on. Now, it's not as strong as Forza's. Forza's is a nightmare. I will give it that. It is not as bad as Forza's. But one thing I have realized, and I have to fucking travel to that thing all over again. That's dog shit. One thing I have realized is that the game is 100% reliant on you using 11 miles? The game is 100% reliant on you using nitrous. It's kind of why it doesn't allow you. I should have realized this sooner. It's kind of why it doesn't allow you to tune the individual gears, but just the final drive. Oh, that's a money shift. And the reason I figured that one out, I should have realized it sooner, is some of the gearing. Some of the gears are just far too long. They take so long to hit the RPM, doesn't matter what you have. Doesn't matter what you do to your vehicle, some of them just take far too long and then you sacrifice a whole bunch of speed for it. So in the case of this DeLorean here, let's go pro settings and set final drive. Yeah, the transmission, you can only, right now, as far as I'm aware, you can only change the final drive. If I do this, set it to as short as it can go, we have no real issues. Never mind, we still have issues. Okay. I will move myself over to the right. And you can take a look at this for yourself. Boop. So watch how slow the gears get. Yeah, that gear 3 struggled, gear 4 struggled. And then there's gear 5. So, at some points, if your drivetrain is too quick, for you to do a lot of the high speed stuff, it is more reliant on you to use nitrous. In the case of the vehicle that we were using, not this one, but in the overall race, in the case of the vehicle that we were using, without nitrous, it was rather awkward. Because you'd be doing just fine on gears 1 through 3, and then gears 4, 5, and 6 are slow as hell. Can I fast travel? Can I seriously fast travel to the location? Because good lord, is this horrible. That's a Mustang tribute. Please let me fast travel. God damn it. Alright, fine, I'll take a shortcut. Yeah, that's a really bad way to get out of that. I don't like that. A lot of the decisions I made within those races were out of rage, but like when you get to know games like I do, or specific games like I do, and the things to pick up on, it doesn't quite make sense. You have to question a lot of the decisions that get made for this game in particular. So if I wanted to compare open world racing games, I would compare Test Drive Unlimited, Forza Horizon, and this. And then I'd have to compare how each of the computer players drive. But the thing I want an open world racer with kind of like simulation AI. So if you brake, they'll brake. Or if you brake in front of them, they'll brake as well. That's what I want. It's not what I'll get. That is not something I'll ever get. It literally isn't. Did I not do this already? No, I didn't. Yeah, this one is afternoon. I want to change that. It's a tier 2 vehicle. Let's see, if I change that to 1 out of 5, you'll still see janky driving. How come my RAM's increased now? Watch this, they'll all be driving slower. What the fuck? I'm going to be paying close attention here because I'll be looking at how they're driving. So whilst they are feeding off of each other's slipstreams at occasions, they seem to be actually driving a lot slower on purpose. Or not on purpose, the difficulty. That is rather unfortunate. Yeah, all they've done is all they've really done is dial back how fast the cars are going at any given time. So that has given me an advantage that I shouldn't have. What I do notice though, not only are they driving slower, but they're far less erratic. So there is something to this. There's very much something to this. So I'm going to turn off nitrous, set it to a 3 out of 5. That should make it more manageable. Now, I shouldn't be doing this simply down to the fact there's so much dog shit going on in the game anyway that I shouldn't have to. It should be down to skill and not the power of the vehicle. The power of the vehicle has been scaled back, and the erraticness of the driver. That much is immediately obvious. I used nitrous once, and that got me past them, and they didn't catch up. They didn't even try to. If you're looking for a balanced experience, level 3 seems to be it. What the fuck? Why do we spin out like that? That's a thing. That's a attraction thing. We shouldn't have spun out like that. I didn't do anything that warranted that. This is interesting. I've got a few good observations going on here. I said maybe this guy, they're not as rubber banded as you think. The rubber banding and aggressiveness of the drivers have went downhill. from here. This is actually a more pleasant experience. Why are we spinning it like this? No, 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 no. That's not how that goes. Not with the amount of power I was putting down. That is not how that goes. I still had more than enough traction. If I can keep up with them, that'll be fine. So we are currently level 3 right now. It is a more relaxing experience, less stressful. But you can still see the rubber banding in effect. And as I've shown tons of time in this stream already, that nitrous doesn't necessarily matter when you continue to drive decently. You can beat the rubber banding. It's just in this race, it is not exactly that good. This race is more tricky because of the wet track. Yeah, look at that. He's a lot faster than he has any right to be. And I've just got distracted by that lag spike! And I tried to look at my fucking stats. Stats off. Okay. That one was me. That was all on me. That was a very good run. That one was on me. So now that we've figured things out, you'll see there are a lot more things on me now more than the game. That's actually a nice bump. That was definitely the start of Gear 3 when we went down. You look at that, they're not that far ahead when they're using nitrous at full pelt. So we're in 4th, we can definitely make 2nd. That lag spike! Or that fucking frame dip. Like I said, this game is dependent on you trying to use nitrous more. But you really shouldn't give into it. Because you generally don't need it. Yeah, no, this race is lost. He is too far ahead to catch up. So we need to get their stat and we need to make it count, we need to make it work. '79 is when Gear 3 starts. So we're deep into Gear 3 right now. Gear 4 is here. And he's back on just like nothing. I can't even do that. Yeah, look how far ahead he is when he shouldn't be. And across the line! Oh, he had such an unfair advantage. Five, 7, 6, 405, 356. That's the kind of thing you don't want to see. I'll take it instead of 38%, that'll be fine. What am I meant to be collecting? Oh. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn some sounds down. Like I said, the master volume makes no fucking sense. So we finally done it. But now we're gonna have to reconfigure again. Simply down to the fact the events difficulties are gonna be random. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Because every time in a playlist, so far, there's always been one or two, at most, that have been very problematic. So for the Made in Japan one, it was the RX-7 race. That was incredibly problematic for me. It really was. But all of these are reached top 3. I'm a very competitive person. And as much as I appreciate Bulldog in the chat, they do give a fair amount of advice, but one, me turning off nitrous isn't handicapping myself. My whole point has been that when you turn off nitrous, it should turn it off. It should properly turn it off. Other racers shouldn't be able to use it if the option is being removed. Blocking cars will never benefit you. You are very much correct on that point. Blocking cars, especially in something like Motorfest or the Crew or Forza, blocking them is never a good idea because of just how they're built and how fast they're going. Even though when you smack into them, they should spin out. More often than not, they don't. You do. You both should be spinning out. Depending on your displacement in the vehicle. So if you're a rear engine vehicle, you're heavier at the back. So hitting the rear panel shouldn't really do much of anything to you. Those Corvettes are front engine vehicles. So smacking them at the back should absolutely throw their back end out. The Porsche that I was driving is a rear-engine vehicle. At least I think it is. Yeah, for the most part, Porsche has followed Beetle's layout, Volkswagen Beetle's layout. So they have an engine in the back, which means if I use my front to smack someone, they should, depending on how light they are at the back, they should also spin out like I do. Turning it off for everyone is not a difficulty bump. Yeah, I think he was agreeing with me at that point. Turning off for everyone is not a difficulty bump. Turning off nitrous for everyone has never been a difficulty bump. It prevents them from using it, and they use their natural ability or their their cars their cars more naturally. Boost and slipstream. Well, because you tried to block bad habit. At one point, there would be several times where I've tried to block it and I've spun out. Which I really shouldn't have. Here for the live angers. I've read all those, but I was making sure I'm reading them right. Loan vehicle selected. One thing I don't. Oh shit! I forgot to change that. Whoa. Yeah, those are all Porsche race cars. So in theory, they should all be the same horsepower. This is what I was afraid of. So, like I said, this is literal proof of what I've been saying this entire time. When you lower the difficulty to do a difficult race, the next race you do is not going to be difficult at all. That has been the trend of these playlists. You will do a couple of races, and then one of them is going to be more difficult than the others. So you decrease the difficulty, then you're able to do that race, and then everything else is too easy. Not to mention, some of the gearing on this is just not being very good. Like, even right here, I'm proving that you do not need nitrous to do this. That last race was tough, this one's easy as pie. Hmm. Yeah, this was the easiest race so far. Nine-second difference. I'm gonna go reconfigure and set it to 4. That's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's a little... Meh. I know I've completed. I'm changing it. I'm changing it to 4 out of 5. I don't do the whole rewind thing. From my point of view, if I were to do a rewind and I'm heated, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna make more mistakes than I did before. If I keep rewind off, I'm more inclined to drive better so that I don't need it. If I have it on, I'm like, okay, I've got rewind on. I can make mistakes if I want to. I can crash this car and then rewind. So now we're redoing this on 4 out of 5. Yeah, that's on me. Like, literally, that was on me. I got a little carried away. There is actually no faulting the AI this time around. Fucking lag spike! Not a lag spike, a frame dip. I don't know why I'm losing frames again. There we go. That's further proof you don't really need nitrous, and once you beat the rubber banding on the other cars, it's a lot better to win. So we went from having a 9-second lead to a 1 second. This is wonderfully fine. This doesn't bother me. And for the most part, my car, or my abilities in this game are fine. They're nowhere near the level of professional. And being a professional driver with a professional rig wouldn't even help you in this. Because this is more arcade physics. So your best bet is to literally sit with a controller and play this. What I don't necessarily like is the fact that you can't really... There isn't too much in the way of customization, if that makes any sense. So if I go to like my gearbox, this is my gearbox. I'm still going to be... Power level is too high for this. I'm still... Doesn't matter what gearbox I put in this, it's still going to be 5 gears. That shouldn't... Why does it work like that? That's weird. Okay. So let's go to upgrade. Let's try and make a build. So 3.3 for collector, extra pump, lucky, rocket, shifty. Get pure. Let's do that. Nothing's treasure hunt's actually not that bad. Treasure hunt increased radar range to detect treasure by 3%. Also, well, actively allow me to check my stuff. So I don't. There's like one or two more of these after this. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. So these aren't actually terrible, for the most part. So yeah. Oh, I misshifted. So there's 2 laps to this. So this is an actual racetrack. We're spinning out. We shouldn't be. Unless the amount of pressure I put on was a bit too much and then locked up and then we spun out. But ABS is off, so that shouldn't even be happening. If there's one thing I want in these games is actual damage for specific races. It would force the developers to make an actual AI that gives a shit about racing. What I want is for when you're doing track races for you to take actual damage. Or in the any events that are not like insane. So this track race, plus like sprints and all that, you should take damage. The opponent should take damage, and they should be actively trying to avoid taking damage whenever possible. So that means steering clear of you. That's a huge drop in power. fucking dare crash on me! Whew. Well, there we go. Further proof that you don't need nitrous to do this. One thing they do need to work on is optimization. Uh, 1.8 mile. Okay, so I'm gonna go into options. Something is causing delays and spikes. And I'm not overly a fan of it. Video quality. Yeah, we don't need a lot of this shit. I don't get how it's still using 93% of the graphics card. $94. The settings have been turned down by a great deal. So how the hell can you say that you're still using 94% of the graphics card? Now I want you to keep in mind that a large portion of this does have something to do with the stream that's going on as well. What I mean by that is streaming taxes my system a fair amount. So there's that. I'm gonna try this Pepsi Cherry. Pepsi Max Cherry. You know that actually isn't terrible. So I don't know how many more races there are in this playlist. A lot of the playlists come off as very grind heavy. If that makes any sense. The way I think of it is it's all telling a story. But it all seems to be dragged out. Now the way I can tell this is down to the fact that when they disable fast traveling to the new location, or when you start a new event, you're not allowed to fast travel to it. Which is honestly kind of dumb, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. So objective is to win the race. So starts off. I don't know why this Porsche's got 7 gears. I saw that coming a mile away. So yeah. So we're 30% done. We should be largely alright. Jesus! I need to zoom it past. We still have time to catch up. Yeah, look at that, he's boosted with nitrous. Stabilize, let's go! No way! That is dog war. Even though the downforce we have, we still weren't able to do it. Which I'm dissatisfied at. That was a disaster. fucking cuckold! There we go. We won the race simply down to the fact he couldn't do it. He crashed. That was on him. Aside from that one race, there wasn't too much difficulty here. Watch this, it's more nitrous heavy. Look at gear 5, look how slow it is. That took too long. Fuck off, traffic! There we go! What do we get? Are we getting that rally car? I'm pretty sure we're getting the Porsche rally car. Yeah. Oh no, so what we just drove. Yeah, I'm not much of a fan of this car. 75k obtained. Main stage, X stage, legacy, fast drop, quick time playlist. Nice. God damn it. Whatever. Oh, should I get rewards for that? So that's pretty awesome. I can revisit that, but I don't think I will. Let me see. Oh, I got my reward. Collect your rewards in the playlist challenge tab. hold it, collect. And that's the pendulum. Didn't I do that already? That actually made me want to buy the Trans Am, and I did. So I really didn't get that. And free drive. This one was terrible. That one was terrible. Because it says that it's sunny with clouds in the afternoon, but it's not. It's not really. It technically is, but it's all wet. It's kind of like blah. But no, we've done a fair amount tonight. We've done an entire playlist. What the hell? No. Done an entire playlist. One thing I don't quite like. What? One thing I'm not much a fan of is how much you can customize a vehicle. And by that I mean you can't really do engine swaps to it. Which I'm vehemently against. Let's do hood. Oh, can we not do the racing bumper? Or is there none with a weird lip on it? Side mirrors are fine, skirts are fine. Whoa. I think this one will do. I don't like the fact that changing the rear bumper also changes the exhaust. Vanity. I wish I had some vanity parts. Let's put this in here. Livery is fine, color is fine. Can we not change rims? This is very interesting. Yeah, for whatever reason, I can't seem to change rims. I don't know if I'm able to. Tire, smoke, nitros, underglows, winter tent, horns. That's interesting. That is very interesting. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade all my brakes. Looks like I did a lot more. But no. Oh. I'm still trying to work out how to fucking drive this thing. That is actually sexy. Why can I not change rims though? That is a very interesting choice not to have. I'm surprised. I'm gonna take a look into this and see if I can do an engine swap or whatever. Because it might give me something more to talk about. Crew motor swap. Wait, so you can? No, there is no engine swaps as such, just generic part upgrades that could be used across the cars they use in the category vehicle. Example, if you compete in a drift race and win ECU upgrade, that ECU upgrade can be applied to any of your drift vehicles. You can, however, change the engine sound note using Vanny amps to make it sound like it has an engine swap. That is terrible! Okay, so there's no engine swaps. Okay. So, we're gonna end things off here. As a nice start to the week. Like I said, the crew in general needs to get rid of that rubber banding and have actual AI implementation for their racers. So they'll have a bit more of a challenge, or so it'll offer a bit more of a challenge to the player. An actual challenge, not just an absolute boost and nos. So you can see the racers do slipstream one another from time to time, but overall they do get random boosts out of nowhere, and it is honestly annoying. It really is, and I'm not here for that. The sole fact that nitrous, when you turn it off, it is not applied to everything. It's only applied to you. That needs to change. Customization also needs to change as well. Like the perf parts are fine. I've come around to the fact that they have weird names for their things for like boost and all that. Yeah. What I think they should do with that. Wait, I need to look up one more thing. I need to look up one more thing. Every compatible wheel. Wait, what? No. I'm assuming you can't do it because when I look up the Crew Motorfest rim change, it's not giving me anything for it. It's actually giving me steering wheel settings for people that are using wheels. I don't get why you would use a wheel with this. It's an arcade racer. It's an open world arcade racer. I don't know why you would use a wheel for it, but to each their own. But no, they need to add more customization items or customization options, like change your rims, do engine swaps, and try and be a bit more technical with some of the stuff they have, because it's like that one guide, or not guide, dude on Reddit said it's all generic. So you have an ECU that you can swap out. You can brakes, your gearbox, not your transmission, but your gearbox. So the way that one's working is you're upgrading for faster gear changes. You're not actually increasing or decreasing the amount of gears that you have, which is relatively annoying, especially when you're in something like a Beetle or a DeLorean, and it's like they're limited to 4 or 5 gears, and it's like, come on. If you had another gear, you would have been able to go even faster. So it's like, whatever. Hopefully that all changes it, becomes a better game. Because at this point, if you were to solely fix 2 things, you would already have a much more superior game to Forza Horizon 5. Right now, in terms of overall racing, this is superior. This really is. When you get right down to it, the thing that pissed me off was how difficult that one event was, from various factors. One, the track was too wet, so I was losing traction. 2, the opponent was randomly losing traction on corners. They didn't always. They'd sometimes just blitz past it and then bada bing, bada boom, they're still in front. The computer doesn't care because there's no risk to them, so a risk to the AI needs to be implemented. So something like if you brake in front of them, they also brake too, so they don't damage the vehicle. That kind of a thing would go very well in a game like this. Now, granted, you're jumping, you're doing stunts and all that with the vehicles as well. In those scenarios, you should just outright disable the damage. If you're gonna have a race that's got insane jumps like we just did, that's when you would disable it. But if you're in a straight up sprint race or track race or whatever, then enable it. Have it set up so that it's more fair to the player. Have it change the NOS. Change the NOS setting so that it affects all the opponents as well. Change the AI. And then there you go. You already have a superior game. But if you change those 2 things, you will have an infinitely superior game. Like, yeah, the customization is a bit of a letdown. But when you get to the core mechanics of the game, that's what counts. Forza pushes you far too much to the online stuff. To the point where the AI is so broken, no one wants to race against it, so they all pop online like, hey, let's have a race. That's not a good thing. You're alienating an insane amount of people who just want to jump in a car that they've won and cruise around and do some races. So far, in the crew at least, when you take a when you do like a playlist race, you are given a vehicle and you're matched up with the same kind of vehicle, exactly the same vehicles. In fact, it's down to the skill of the driver or dodginess of the driver in this case, and that's really it. But anyway, if you have enjoyed yourself, feel free to like and subscribe and share. I did go off on a massive rant, and I'm very much justified in that, because there was a lot of unfair shenanigans that happened, and there's a lot of people that play this game that are actually still not happy with how Ubisoft done things. There's a lot of people complaining that, including me, a lot of people complaining that the AI still has NOS when you turn it off. You'll get people popping into Reddit threads that are like, yeah, whatever, deal with it. Play with it on. You'll be fine. Having it turned on is also a bit of a challenge as well, especially if you're driving manual, because then you have to try and you have to remember when to shift and then use NOS and then brake and all that. It's a little bit extra to do when you're using NOS. But overall, I still stand by what I said. There are a lot of unfair. The AI is generally unfair in certain cases. Just like that one race tonight, the AI was just absolutely ridiculous. They had NOS, we didn't. We ended up using NOS, but then we turned it right. Yeah, we turned it back off. We won by turning off NOS and then switching to difficulty level 3, where the cars weren't driving as fast. There was nothing. The skill of the driver didn't change. The speed of the vehicle did. We finished with a 9 second lead or something like that. But I took it. That's fine though. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, turn on the notification bell so you're notified whenever I stream, upload, post, create tab, and more. If you want to be a channel member and you're on PC, feel free to click the join button down below. You will get immediate access to content that is not available to everybody, that's not available to the public. So there's cut content, bloopers, all sorts that are for channel members only. You can see them right now by clicking join, clicking tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3, and then becoming a channel member. I'm going to try and get some content made and edited this weekend. I've got a few things to do, so I'm gonna get a couple of videos done, a couple of videos edited, and bang, 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 fire them up for members as quickly as I can. Which means we might be getting more Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't decided yet, although I will have to decide by the weekend. I might do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, and I might do another first impressions. What's impressed me so far is the sheer stats on the newest video. So I put, before I went on holiday, or not holiday, I went to wedding. Before I did that, I made 2 videos. One was Mistakes Were Made, which was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. And then we've got a Forza Horizon 2, my first impressions. The Forza Horizon video is doing surprisingly well for me, so hey. Anyway, I might do another one of those. Anyway, thank you for joining. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all again.